Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my presentation on contemporary leadership models in healthcare. Today, we'll be comparing the dynamic culture leadership model and Yukl's multiple linkage model. Let's see which one is more suitable for healthcare organizations. I'm Dawn Bell, and today's date is July 21st, 2024. As we know, leadership is a key factor in driving organizational success and improved outcomes in any genre of business, and healthcare is no exception. Effective leadership is essential for navigating the complexities of healthcare, from patient care to operational challenges. In this presentation, we will explore two contemporary leadership models, the dynamic culture leadership model and Yukl's multiple linkage model. We will look at their key characteristics, compare them, and determine which one fits better in healthcare settings. Leadership is a key factor in driving organizational success and improving patient outcomes. So let's start with the dynamic culture leadership or DCL model. This model emphasizes the importance of aligning leadership with the culture and goals of the organization. Leaders are seen as cultural designers who shape and maintain the desired organizational culture. This model also encourages continuous learning and development. Adaptive leadership is also crucial for dealing with changes and challenges, which is especially important in the dynamic field of healthcare. The dynamic culture leadership model has four key elements. The first and most important is vision, and to be an effective leader, it is essential for the success of the team. This vision needs to resonate with everyone on the team to inspire them to work together towards the end goal. I have seen firsthand how a clear vision acts like a roadmap, keeping everyone focused and motivated. And when the team members understand how their individual efforts contribute to the objectives, it boosts morale and drives collective achievement. Interpersonal skills are the next element in this model. Being able to react to various situations and team members in an effective way will minimize cross-cultural issues in the overall community. Having the ability to modify your leadership style as needed to fit the needs of each team member is a critical skill to have in order to have a productive and a successful team. Decisiveness is another value of this model. I have found that being able to make decisions quickly and efficiently is crucial. This means not second-guessing myself or letting indecision stall my progress. Instead, I trust my instincts and make the decisions that I believe are in the team's best interests. Of course, being decisive, though, doesn't mean never making mistakes. It means standing by your decisions and not being easily swayed by others. Dynamic leaders, in my experience, are confident in their abilities and understand that they can always adjust their course if they need to. Decisiveness is especially important in fast-paced environments like healthcare, and having the confidence to trust your instincts and make the best decision possible is vital. Personally, I have found that being a dynamic leader means being adaptable to the changing needs of the team or customer, which brings us to the fourth characteristic of the dynamic culture leadership model. Flexibility allows us to respond quickly and adjust to new or changing situations, which keeps the team motivated and productive. Being flexible means always being open to change and to adapt accordingly to reevaluate and find different ways to accomplish department and organizational goals. This can be challenging for a leader, but it's necessary in order to be successful and prosper in our environment. Now let's discuss Yukl's multiple linkage model. It is a framework that helps us understand how leaders can influence their team's performance by adjusting their behavior to various situational factors. This model emphasizes that effective leadership isn't about using one fixed style, but about being flexible and adaptive to the needs of the moment. Leader behaviors are the actions and strategies a leader uses to influence their team in achieving organizational goals. Leaders must be task-oriented to get the job done effectively, relations-oriented to maintain a good rapport with everyone in the team, change-oriented in their actions to promote and manage change, and external oriented to focus on managing external situations as they arise. Yukl proposed that the impact of leader behaviors on team performance and outcomes is multifaceted. Successful leaders will evaluate and correct deficiencies as they come up to improve situational factors to ensure the success of the team and of the organization. Now, these situational variables are the different factors like the task itself, the team dynamics, and other external factors in the setting that can have an impact on an effective leader's behavior. The ultimate goal here is to achieve successful outcomes for the team and for the organization. By modifying their behavior to fit the situational variables, leaders will help their team and their organization perform better in accomplishing their objectives. Flexibility and adaptability are key in this leadership model, since there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach in leadership. An effective leader will be able to read a situation and adjust their behavior accordingly. Let's take a moment to compare the dynamic culture leadership model and Yukl's multiple linkage model. Both models recognize that there are contextual factors that affect leadership effectiveness and that they must adapt their approaches to fit the environment. They both emphasize the importance of adaptability in leadership, the dynamic culture leadership model by encouraging continued learning and development, and Yukl's model by encouraging a mix of behaviors to respond to issues and situations as they arise. Outcomes are another focus of both of these leadership models. Yukl's model links leader behavior to situational variables with improved outcomes, and the dynamic culture leadership model focuses on aligning leadership practices with cultural values to promote a positive culture within the organization. Now, the differences of the dynamic culture leadership and Yukl's leadership models. The dynamic culture leadership model has a core focus that highlights the cultural aspects of leadership, while Yukl's focus is how leaders navigate different situational variables to influence their outcomes. Leadership behaviors in the dynamic culture leadership model integrates their leadership performance in the context of organizational culture, whereas Yukl's model groups their behaviors into specific types based on their focus and particular purpose. Having a consistent and organized structure is vital in healthcare settings, and the dynamic culture leadership model's focus on cultural alignment makes it ideal for healthcare settings. Whereas Yukl's model offers a broader framework that can be adapted to several different types of organizational settings. After comparing the dynamic culture leadership model and Yukl's multiple linkage model of leadership, I believe that the dynamic culture leadership model is a better fit for healthcare organizations, and here's why. Healthcare settings require strong cultural foundations to ensure high-quality patient care. The dynamic culture leadership model promotes this. The dynamic culture leadership model encourages continuous learning and development, which is crucial in the ever-changing healthcare environment. Leaders as cultural directors can drive engagement, improve morale, and enhance organizational commitment, leading to better patient outcomes, which is at the core of the dynamic culture leadership model. From my experience, aligning leadership with organizational culture has a significant positive impact on healthcare outcomes. It fosters a more cohesive and motivated team, which ultimately benefits patient care. To wrap up, selecting the right leadership model is vital for the success of healthcare organizations. The dynamic culture leadership model stands out as an excellent choice for healthcare environments as it focuses on cultural alignment, adaptability, collaboration, continuous improvement, and employee engagement. This will ensure that leaders are not only prepared to respond to current situations, but will also be able to anticipate any future needs. Thank you for listening.